Usually, around this time of the year, late summer, the Pearl River is just a meandering stream, and if you wanted to go pole fishing, you'd have to slide down its banks to get to the water. But not right now. The mighty Pearl has levitated itself nearly 36 feet above its theoretical bottom and rushes past the city and its suburbs southward toward the Gulf of Mexico. Flood stage in Jackson is 28 feet. Major flood stage is 36 feet. It's about the point where water starts getting into houses in the northeast Jackson subdivisions. 36 feet ties us with the 8th highest flood on record on the Pearl. The river should have crested just below that by now. Jackson has had flood problems with the Pearl River ever since there was a Jackson 200 years ago this year. For most of that time, it didn't matter too much because most of the city was built above the floodplain. But as Jackson began to really grow and spread out, the periodic floods on the Pearl became a real problem. The Easter flood of 1979 has been the worst. The water reached 43¼ feet on the Jackson gauge. The Interstate 20 bridge was the only way to get across the Pearl in Jackson in '79. Old Brandon Road, Highway 80, and Spillway Road were all underwater. And back then, all of these buildings were automobile dealers on South State Street, and they were all flooded to one degree or another. Well, all the roads across the Pearl, with the exception of Old Brandon Road, are still open, and it's not underwater. Ironically, above the dam, the Barnett Reservoir itself floats blissfully as if it were just any other summer day. The res was not built for flood control, but as a dependable water source for Jackson and for recreation. Now, the res folks can mitigate floods to a degree by the amount of water they can store, balanced with what they must release to ensure the integrity of the dam. The mighty Pearl, occasionally it lives up to its name. And hopefully it'll be a while before we see it this high again.